Hello, my loves. Hello, hello. How are you? Sorry, y'all. Had to give me some ice. The ice is good. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Happy Wednesday. Whoop, let me do that. Whoop, wait a minute, hold up. There we go. So the sun isn't in your eyes. How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're feeling okay. Your day is going well. You guys, I'm not feeling too good. I'm not feeling too high. I'm kind of like in a, I don't know, mood. I've kind of been in that mood the last couple of days. I really don't know why, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So anyway, I've been kind of skimming through YouTube, and I just want to speak on something that I saw that was in my recommended. And so I'm just gonna work on my eyebrows while we talk about it, okay? Um, so yeah, we see a lot of stuff, here on the tube. Every other day it's something going on. When you got so many people involved, so many different people, um, pretty much doing the same type of thing, it's always gonna be something going on. Okay? Not specifically with the same people, but there's gonna be somebody that has something going on, okay? And and the reason why I'm saying that is because you know we like who we like for different reasons, but we will support we will support somebody that we like, while they are doing something that we have crucified another person for, you know um and that is the thing, and that's kind of why I started speaking on situations on YouTube, because number one, I feel like it can kind of give you some guidance on what not to do in real life. You know what I'm saying? We are dealing with real people. We are dealing with real situations that can happen with anybody that we come across. And so I like speaking on the stuff because I feel like if something like that possibly happens, with somebody that is in our real life space, we can kind of know how to deal with it, or the situation can happen on YouTube, and if it comes our way, we kind of have a heads up on how to deal with it, what to do, what not to do, you know. I also chose to speak on the situation, which a lot of people would speak, because of me talking about Mona. And the only reason why I'm bringing her into it is because she was the one that kind of made me see things the way that she's kind of not see them the way that I see them, but to choose to speak on the things that I see, because she was like one of the first people that I saw, you know, um, she's supported by people because of a certain situation, but then when she kind of starts to display the same behavior as the person that she spoke of, or she said she was bullied by, it kind of caught my eye, and I chose to start speaking about it. So, and then it just kind of like went on from there, that I feel like I'm going to continue to speak when I see these things happening, because it's not right. It's not right. Just because I get along with you doesn't mean that it is okay for you to do some fuck shit that we just talked about somebody else doing last week. You know, fuck shit is fuck shit. It don't matter who's doing it. So anyway, I that's kind of how, or why, let me just say, that's just why I started speaking on the things that I'm speaking on. Now, there have been many people who have came after Rita because of her choice to smoke weed on camera. You know, she does her videos from her home. She has children. You know, she has more than one children. She has children that are different ages. So, you know, she's always going to have there's always going to be a kid somewhere in the vicinity for the most part. You know, especially because since she has a 2-year-old. I think he's 2. So, he's especially going to be home a lot of the times. And people came for her because of her behavior online. You know, they didn't feel like it was they didn't feel like it was appropriate for her children to be home. And I just watched another video, and I'm not even going to speak the person's name because I don't want it to be viewed as, because I had an issue with this person, I'm just picking at them. You know what I'm saying? But I just came across, and I'm saying I just came across because when I looked at the date of the video, I'm like, damn, this happened a week ago, damn near. So that's why I'm just now speaking on it, in case anybody is familiar with what I'm talking about. But I see this person who has come at another woman, a mother, you know, speaking about her behavior and everything else. And, you know, they say that all this different stuff about this woman that they have not seen her do online. Okay. And then they, you know, they speak about the stuff that they do see her do. But I see this woman riding in the car with her child. She is in the car with her child that does not live with her. You know, this is a young child. I think he's a preteen. He just, you know, he doesn't live in the home with his mother, so this is a special time for him to be in his mother's presence. And they're in the car on the ride, you know, during the ride on the way home, and you couldn't put YouTube off to say what you had to say about somebody's pussy until your child got out the car. See, this is the hypocrisy, and this is where I feel like people support things that people that they like do, but then they'll crucify the next or laugh and joke when it's the next. That shit was crazy as fuck. Like, I was like, damn. And not only because you can have the thought that you want to have, but you know, hey, everybody raises their children different. Some may be more open with their children than others. I'm open with my children. I have conversations with them. You know, I want to know about your bodies. I want to know who you're talking to, what you're doing. I want to know all of that shit. I'm going to talk about you, about all the sucking and the fucking and these bitches and hoes and dudes and using and relationships. We gonna talk about all of that because that's the world, and you're gonna hear it from me. So when it comes across and you're out there in the world without me, then you already are familiar. You already have a heads up. It's not anything that's gonna catch you off guard. So I get that. But so, you know, if that's the relationship they have, that's the relationship that they have. But you want to talk about you laying in the bed with your girl and what color somebody's puss and who they messing with and fingers and nails and all of that stuff. Now, if you want to say somebody look like a camel or a horse or whatever, okay, fine. That's nothing. But when you got to go into the who I'm having sex with, laying down, you want to know what that mouth do and all of that stuff, and the kid is in the background like, mom, you know what I'm saying? Then you want to keep putting his face on the camera. He want to cover it up because he don't want to be a part of the fuck shit. It's a shame when it's a child, and I'm not just saying child as in because you birthed them and they grown as hell and they just, no, still a child. not even in high school yet. This isn't your child that you are with on a daily basis, so this is a special time. You are about to have some time with him, and you can't even enjoy the car ride with only him without coming on damn YouTube and talking about all your sex and everything else. And then he even is saying, Mom. And then he's like, you on my phone doing it. Well, who paid for this phone? And I mean, that's like a whole nother, okay, you know. But the respect. And people can say what they want to say about I'm the mama, I say what the fuck I want to say, blah, 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 whatever. But you can crucify this other mother for how she acts in front of her children, for how what she says. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right, because I do feel like grown shit should be separated. Now, if you want to have talks with your kids, all of that shit, yes. But I do feel like some shit need to be separated. And I feel like your grown ass YouTube channel should be one of them. And you can't even put off the fucking talking about I'm gonna go all the way in when I get home. Well, why couldn't you just wait till you got home and just did that anyway? Because you really didn't hold too much back other than using a whole bunch of cuss words. The point still came across what you were talking about, and it was disgusting. And it was even more so disgusting that, you know, your son is covering up his face, don't want to be seen, and because you want to prove a point, had a camera in his face, and then you want to talk about, you know, all these pussies bumping and who's laying with who and who's worried about who and stuff leaking and stuff. And it's just like, I'm sure he don't want to know nothing about that. He don't want to hear about that shit, and he didn't want to hear about you saying it to somebody else. And nobody that was in that live, while y'all are laughing and making your own little comments and shit, none of y'all said, wait till you get home. You didn't have to like dog her or nothing, but just, you know, talk to your son and stuff or whatever. We'll see you when you get home. Some shit like that. That's what I'm saying when I say this shit is, to me, it's like, it's just set up for whoever likes who. You know, y'all can laugh and joke and talk when it's one person. And when it's another person or somebody y'all don't like, it's accepted. And I think that's some fuck shit. I think that's some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, everybody that was on that live, and there's some that support me, and I just feel like y'all were wrong. I feel like even if you know, you could have, I would have clicked off that shit. I would have said, I'll come back on the next live. Because if y'all not on there supporting the shit, then she wouldn't have been on there talking to nobody. She would have been on there talking to her damn self, and she would have got off. Because then her son would have been telling her, you know, stop talking about that, or, you know, and then nobody was on there watching anyway. So then she would have hopefully got the hint that you might be just doing a little bit too much. I just feel like it's a lot of double standards. I feel like it's a lot of double standards. And I feel like the shit is just wrong as fuck. And I feel like if we don't have respect for nobody else, we should show some respect to these people that we brought into this world. Because just because we are on YouTube and we are, you know, inserting ourselves and deciding to be on this platform, doesn't mean that they want to be a part of that. Not only does it mean they don't want to be a part of it, it means that they might necessarily not agree with what we're doing. Respect your kids. Respect your children. You know, these are little adults. little people growing into adulthood and you want them to respect you, how can they respect somebody sitting up there talking like that? How can they conduct themselves as they should online if you're not conducting yourself? You're not setting an example of how you should conduct yourself. It's just really amazing to me. And I mean, I really don't got too much else to say about it. I'm just trying to really finish my eyebrow at this point. I just feel like, there's a, it's just every day. It's just every day there's some hypocrisy. And I really needed to speak about this because I just felt like it's disgusting. I, you know, I didn't even finish watching it. After I heard him speak, I'm like, damn. And you telling him to be quiet? Nah, he talking a whole lot of sense. You might want to listen. Because sometimes these kids, the one thing about them, they're honest. And they will tell you what them people on your live laughing with you ain't going to tell you. That you look like a damn fool. You look like a damn fool. And you look like you don't want to be respected. Because how can you be respected when you ain't showing none for yourself or your kid or your children? How can you expect anybody else to do it? So that's all I'm gonna say about that. It was just very hard to watch. I can't stand it. I can't stand it when kids are disrespected. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, we have a job as a parent. Um, yeah, I just feel like we have a job as a parent to set an example, you know, teach them how to be out here in this world. And if we can't set that example to them, somebody else will. Somebody else will. So I don't want nobody else setting an example for my kid. I need to be the one to do that job. That's my job. I don't need nobody else doing that for me. So yeah, y'all, so it was just a little bit hard to watch. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here. Eyebrows are done. Yeah, I love this L'Oreal brow styler. It's just so easy to work with. You can just do a quick little fill-in. I mean, it's very pigmented. It glides on easily. It's not too waxy. The color is on point. This is Brow Stylist Definer. Awesome, awesome pencil for an awesome, awesome price. Okay, y'all, so I will see y'all in just a little bit. I got some videos lined up for y'all today. I do apologize again. I said I'm not feeling good. If you can tell, like, this side is swole up over here. I'm still on my cycle. It's just shit going on. But I want to put on some makeup. I want to curl my hair. I just want to look decent. I'm going to barbecue some chicken and some hamburgers and hot dogs for dinner. I'm going to get that done. Just have some food out. Do some little food. Enjoy the sunshine. Keep popping some ibuprofen. If my car gets running today, I'm going to go to the emergency room. So I need an antibiotic. That's what I need. This raggedy ass mouth. So yeah, brows on, y'all. Brows on. This one needs to be cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up, and I'm gonna head on off of here. I love y'all. Hope you're having an amazing day. Just let me know what you think. Just let me know. Should the kid just be quiet and just let mama do what she's doing, or what do y'all think? Just let me know what y'all think about what I'm saying. I'm going over my comments. I'm going through my emails. I had a lot going on these last couple days, y'all. So please forgive me for comments and emails and everything. I am really trying to, I'm really trying to get back to everything. I don't want to fall behind. Um, and I want to get to every comment and every email. So I just want to tell y'all that I do appreciate you very, very much. So I want to kind of, just move forward and get back to our shit. And so that's what I'm doing. So that's what we're gonna do, y'all. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I will see y'all in just a little bit.